All right, you guys. All right. So, just to kind of put it out there, uh, couple quick things as far as Brock Purdy's status. So, John Lynch was on KBMR uh, this past today, and he's addressing a little bit of the 49ers situation. And so I just kind of wanted to get into what the next thing would be. But let's go to the clip already and see what John Lynch has to say about the status of Brock Purdy, if he will play against Green Bay or he may not. Let's see what happens.
And so you don't know the answer to this, but I guess the question I would ask you about Brock Purdy is what can you share with the fans and with us about the status of, do you know when he got banged up in the shoulder and how serious is it?
No, it was, somewhere during that Seattle game, and I'm not sure Brock knows. I know that, he kind of fought through it throughout the course of the game. And I'm not saying anything debilitating, but I think, I did see him during the course of the game throwing a lot in between. Anytime there was a pause in the game, he kept throwing. And so I think, at that point, probably, you're feeling something, but I think he was so focused on trying to win that game. We've had a plan to try to quiet it down. And Wednesday didn't do any throwing. Kind of went out there and just did practice. Thursday started to do some throwing, and then went inside and did some rehab per the plan. So we'll see where he's at today. Hopefully he makes progress, and we can have a shot at this weekend. But we'll see. I think it is tenuous.
And would Brandon Allen be the backup?
Yeah, Brandon Allen and Josh Dobbs would both be ready, but Brandon would get the first snaps. Yeah.
John, we've seen Brock play.
All right, so there you have it. So he's saying that there was also a report that came out. Let me make sure that it is factual, but there was a report that also came out about Brock Purdy's. Actually, it's going to be Brandon Allen. Let's see if this is. Credible. He did say they were going to try to play him, but I did see something where they said that Brock Purdy is very questionable, and Brandon Allen will be the starter. Let's see, but I want to make sure before I say that it would be Brandon Allen. I don't want to or something that may not be true as well. All right, so Grant did come out. Grant Cohen did come out, who's a 49ers YouTuber and reporter for that covers San Francisco 49ers, did come out and say that the status was tenuous. And let's hear what Grant had to say about the situation.
KNBR and spoke about Brock Purdy's shoulder injury, revealed that Brock Purdy did indeed have an MRI, and that, well, John Lynch didn't say what the results of the MRI were. He said that they feel good about the results of the MRI, which is purposely vague. It also says that his status for Sunday's game against Green Bay is tenuous. So the fact that he needed an MRI means that the organization was concerned that Brock Purdy might need surgery. The fact that Lynch said he feels good about the results of the MRI means that the organization probably currently thinks he doesn't need surgery, which is great. But that doesn't mean he can play this Sunday against the Packers. Lynch also said that Purdy indeed did injure his shoulder at some point in the game against the Seahawks.
Okay, from there, I'm gonna show you exactly what I think where he hurt himself. And you tell me if he hurt himself right here on this particular play. Right there. See right there, you guys. You kind of see he runs in probably around the 40-yard line, 42-yard line. He lowers his shoulder. That's the only thing that I could find. And Grant Cohn was the one that brought this clip up, but no, I think someone submitted to him on Twitter. He said probably could be. That's what I think what happened too, because there was no other spot in this particular game where there was any issues with Brock with his shoulder or anything else. This was the only play I could think of. It is possible that Brock also has been playing on a really bad shoulder injury and has just been kind of sucking it up the whole time, which is very possible, you know. So that's something that I would also put on account, and just by lowering it, you know, when he fell like this to the ground, you know, probably made the injury a lot worse. I'm looking at it right now. Yeah. Unless you're talking about the Seattle player did kind of hit him. I didn't look like nothing, you know, too great. It could be where, you know, just playing with a nagging injury and just that little thing right there was enough. No, was enough to get rid of the situation. So also I want to go over the difference between Josh Dobbs and Brandon Allen. Nothing too crazy, but just a little bit of footage we can find and just assess. I know Josh Dobbs is actually going to be the backup. And excuse me, I have a little bit of a runny nose, sneezing. And I know he's going to be the backup, but Brandon Allen will be starting. Both quarterbacks have started before. Recently, success, I would say. Josh Dobbs have had a lot more success. Just going over Josh Dobbs' stat sheet real quick. He's played last year. He played 5 games. 94 5 completions for 151 yards, 895 yards, and then 5 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. QB rating 76.4. The year before that, and 263 yards rushing, and 3 yards from rushing touchdowns. Okay, so my apologies. That's it right there. Okay, and then also he got traded that year. That's when he played for the Vikings. And then he got traded from the Arizona Cardinals to Minnesota. Before then, you know, he had had some type of success Arizona. He played 8 games. He started out at 167 yards from 266 yards. Attempted 1,500 over 1,500 yards throwing, 8 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. Also had 258 yards rushing and 3 TDs. Had a just a lot. To me, had played more starter games and had more success. We were discussing Brandon Allen's. Let's go over Brandon Allen's stats. Okay. So he didn't play any games so far this year. Last time he played was in 2022. I guess he didn't play last year. He played 1 game. Played 1 game, 3 attempts for 3 completions, 22 yards. The year before that, he played 6. And this is the year Joe Burrow got hurt. He attempted 34 passes, 13 completions, 159 yards, and 81.6 QB rating. And the year before, he had some playing time too. Denver, 42 yards, 9 completions, 64 yards completion rate, 82 QB rating. So both guys have had enough experience. Chat, just by going over Josh Dobbs. I just feel like, to me personally, Josh Dobbs is a better option. By watching him, how he played on bad teams like Arizona. Minnesota was bad last year. So let's go over his highlights. Right, let me pull that up for you guys. This is some of his highlights. We don't need to watch all of them. Just the idea of what Brandon Allen brings to the 49ers. Joshua Dobbs brings to the 49ers. And then we're going to go over Josh Allen's, not Josh Allen's, but Brandon Allen's a little couple highlights with him as well. He brings that mobility. A big arm. He can put on the football in tight spaces. Good catch, too. It's that big arm, tight spaces. This is the mobility that he brings, that Joshua Dobbs brings to the 49ers, that they've been missing for a while. I mean, it's natural mobility. Look at that. I mean, this is why I wanted Josh Dobbs to be the starter. I said it before the season. Don't believe me? Go to my VOD, you can find a video. I heard Josh Dobbs is the better quarterback than Brock Purdy. Because the plays like this, like not just running away, but have that big arm and make that heck. Look how he got that throw out like that. Pretty impressive. Like, this is him right here. I mean, Brock Purdy runs for a little first down and stuff, but he can't run like this. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, let me show y'all again. I gotta see him pull the clip out for you. My bad, you guys. I don't think you guys saw the clip. Okay, there's that arm, that big arm, and the tight windows. And this is the mobility of Joshua Dobbs. You know, big arm, but be able to throw off his on the run. And this is the big play ability with his legs that he's able to make. Look at that. And he's a big guy, so he'll be able to pellet someone over. And this is what Joshua Dobbs brings to the offense. I think there would be more of an explosive offense. They would make teams play 11-on-11 football. Initially, I thought when they signed him, they were going to put him as the backup. I was really shocked to see Brandon Allen there. Maybe it's a tenure thing, but that's what it is. So let's go over Brandon Allen's highlights. All right, so this is him when he played when he was playing on the Broncos. This is him when he was playing on the Broncos. So, let's get right into it. I thought Brandon little excuse my language or whatever. Brandon Allen was a non-mobile pocket quarterback. I could be wrong, but that's what I thought he was. Let me see if he's a pocket quarterback or not. So he's dropping back. He's definitely a pocket quarterback. He can't even run that great. Okay. Not fine. A bit of stats. Decent ball. He's got some mobility. He's got some type of speed. You see him escape the pocket. Have a first down. Now, I don't know how much mobility the team gave him, when they played against him. Good throw, though. A little low, but still a pretty decent throw. Not much there. Not looking too good watching the footage of Brandon Allen. Um, Maybe it's just because he's been in the offense a lot longer. One thing I could think of, you guys. Let me see if we can fast forward it here. A little play action. He did get the ball out, so that's good. Stay in the pocket. Okay. I just think he gave up on that. It's like he threw the ball down. Yeah, like I don't want it. But anyway, let me see what else. He doesn't have mobility. He doesn't like losing his legs. Oh, he has an arm. Barely missed that play though. But he does have an arm. Good rollout, play action. That's pretty much it, you know. So it'll be interesting to see how Brandon Allen takes his team on Sunday, and if they take him out, Shanahan gets him out of the game. I suspect he will be on a very short leash. Very short leash. So if he starts messing up, I'll say around third quarter. Probably gonna put Josh Dobbs in there. Could be a second quarter if it's that bad. They got Christian McCaffrey in the back, right back amount of time. Because, you know, they open up their offense, makes them play honest. And can line up as a receiver, can line up as a running back. You can even throw a lineup as a quarterback. That's how special Christian McCaffrey is as a player. And I just want to pop on here for a little bit. I appreciate you guys. Session notification support, please, you guys. Please support. I greatly appreciate it. Y'all take care. And until next time. Yes, sir.